We've got Manisha Tailor here, one of the most prominent Asian women football coaches in the country, I think. So Manisha, you've been a mentor today.
Yeah.
In the event.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about how did it go?
It's been fantastic being a mentor amongst, so many people. Got a good, few hundred people from the morning and the afternoon, and refreshing to see so many young people and older people actually interested in some of the older ones particularly interested in taking a complete career change now and wanting to work in football. So yeah, it's definitely been a fantastic day, and obviously just being able to nurture and add value to what other people want to do is always a good thing.
Brilliant. So you found it productive, others have found it productive. Do you think they found it inspiring in terms of, do they have hope?
I would hope so. I mean, there's definitely, young people that I've been able to action plan and obviously use, for me, like my experiences and my connections and things. And I've, handed out my cards and my phone number to all of them, and have just said that, if there's anything that they need, they can always contact me. So there's definitely hope. But, in being realistic about how competitive football is, I was very honest and open about that, and just gaining as much voluntary experience, because I just think that we should never underestimate that, and that's extremely valuable. And gaining that in a range of settings. So it could be, grassroots and community, but it also could be working in schools.
Excellent. Next question is about faith and diversity.
Okay.
Now, how important is that to people in sport and football in general?
I think it's a major topic at the moment, particularly with the FA and other footballing governing bodies. And if we think about the Black, Asian and minority ethnic community, that's definitely a hot topic. If we look at breaking that down even further in terms of the Asian community and this underrepresentation of Black and Asian coaches, Black and Asian players, particularly those playing at top flight football. So you've got a number that are at non-league and many that play grassroots and community football. But if you look at those and how many have a signed contract, well, we can name a number. There's a handful. So like you've got the Naby brothers at West Brom, of course you've got Yan Danda at Liverpool, also playing for the England squad and playing up a year, I believe as well. So we've got a number, and of course you've got Zesh, and there are many more like Jay Siva playing non-league, Purual twins. God, there are quite a few. If you really think about it, but yeah, definitely a topic, and I think purely because people don't see many in football, and be it on the pitch or off the pitch. If you want to know my personal opinion, I think I think there's still a problem with the education aspect of seeing whether it can be valued as a career, as opposed to are people who are Asian good enough. I think it's more that my generation and the younger generation now see sport and take it more seriously, and particularly see career prospects within it. But if you think about my parents, for instance, who even at this day, even now, would still say, oh, it's great, Manisha, we see you working in football and all the things you're doing, but there's still that kind of little element of, oh, but you're a trained head teacher and you've got 2 degrees, and what about the things that you used to do and the status that an accountant or a doctor, if you say you work in football, it doesn't quite have the same status in their eyes. So I think it's more of an education and generational thing, but I do believe we're going to see change, but the change is going to happen now, probably over the next 5-10 years, because it's going to be with our generation who are more educated and equipped with understanding and valuing sport as a career in comparison to before.